Anyway, here we go. MU. So this game was a little bit of a different approach for them. Scary Jerry and MU haven't been playing a lot of Senna. So I was a little bit surprised to see them first pick the Senna when the Naut was up too. So DSG, they split up the Senna Nautilus, which is pretty powerful because you can only... like, this pick, you only get once in Fearless, right? So, like, Senna Naut being split. Yeah, I think that's kind of nice. So, we just guarantee Senna gets a weaker pairing, but it's still the Toad. Zen taken. Big emphasis here on mid-jungle. Taking not only the LeBlanc and the Trundle, the counter, but the Rise as well. Rise is something I feel like can kind of sneak into the meta in the back half. I think that overall, like, we're a little bit heavy on the magic damage here from Marivo, but that shouldn't matter too much. Because regardless, they have to win this game pretty quick. And Rise gives you the ability to really side lane. And have, like, a lot of ability to move. So, we haven't seen a lot of Rise. I thought this was an interesting pick for Spyrex, and it went okay. DSG beat the disorganized gaming allegations, yes. They did. DSG were much better. 2x. We cap out at 2x because it's playoffs. That's what we do, guys. 2x cap out. It's Niles, so we always have the dance off top side with Niles, you know? Meanwhile, bot side, it's a fucking war zone down here. Good chunk, gets Manui a couple stacks. So Spyrex hovering down for ward, and Perry beats him here. And yeah, I mean, Spyrex is dead once Perry shows, so really, really well done. UG flashes to get the commit and trade on the Young. There's not much else to say there besides Spyrex was going to ward to protect that side. To get both sides protected, and Perry beat him to the timer, so... I am correct in saying that Spyrex has Trinket up, yeah. I also like so Spyrex isn't trying to drop the Trinket in this brush, he's trying to drop it over here so that you see everything, and that's correct, but he gets caught out in the timer, so... I think MU did well. Yeah. R.I.P. my KDA king. That was definitely an oopsie eating that hook. It was a really nice throw by Poom. I mean, there's not much else to say there, right? DSG did a nice job of doing some tracking this game. I mean, honestly, I think this game, like, it's very winnable for where DSG had it. I just think Manui, like, ended up fucking up the late, like, the 1-late team fight that led to an MU Baron, and then the game ended. It was kind of rough. So Senna's walking up to do the grubs with Yuji. He starts a little bit early. There's no top lane prio, as Tenacity did burn the TP to get back. And for me, this is one where, like... I mean, if Niles has a TP area, he might be able to get shove against Udyr. Like, around level 5 is where things start to get a little bit better for Niles. He doesn't have 6 yet, though, so I think Yuji tapping this is a little bit oops. What's up, Cubby? What's up, Hollow? Good to see you. Good to see you, Big Sherv. Hey, I caught up on a little bit of OQ action today because all the games ended so early. CCG run stays alive. I actually really hope they win. I'd love to see that team in the promotion tournament. I think they'd be really, like, actually a favorite to potentially get through. Why does this league have best of 3 and we don't? Because we're simply superior. Yeah, CCG are really dangerous. I was actually played this pretty well. Why don't you take that route, though? You're fucking dead, because you're going to get pillared again. Oh, they gave up. Nice. Good escape. I mean, that bought a lot of time. Fakers never won NACL. Let that sink in. Bjergsen has a sub 50% win rate in NACL. Let that sink in. NACL casters are built different. I think you ask any of the LCS casters they want more games or not, they'd say yes. I ran into Cubby like at the end of a day, and he's like, dude, we only get 4 games down. One of the 5th. Hey, what's up, Cam? Yeah, the games were really fast today. That's why I'm able to review, because yesterday we were done at 11. And that was late. How many players have won NACL and LCS? Quite a few. I mean, Palafox is one of them. Doka was in the finals, too. Busio's trying to do that. And Busio and Ewa, would, if they win LCS, they both... no, Busio didn't win NACL, sorry. Ewa is trying to do it. Yeah, the nerds today struck out. They got a short day. They didn't get max games. Yon, yep. Good highlight. If you look back in history of a CAD, I'm sure there's quite a few more. It's a little bit different, though, because, like, sometimes in a CAD, like, I mean, JoJo was good in the league, but, like, EG didn't win. Like, JoJo was good. You know? All right, I mean, this game right now, like, if you're MU, this is actually a really scary game. Smolder is 1-0. You have a Dragon for DSG, which buys him 5 minutes for the Smolder. And those 5 minutes feel like a long-ass time when you're getting Smolder stacks on the other side. No, we're allowing that. Yeah, Stixay was on COG Black. Yeah, good call. All right, speak Grubs. I mean, again, this is like really big for DSG right now. The fact like they're able to push their weight around this much. I feel like the Udyr core with the Smolder does make some sense to me. You get some early pressure, and then you just get to be tank Udyr later on. But MU's going to fight, and they're up. And yeah, I think for me... this is a little bit scary to fight. Like, for me, Young's chunked out. And DSG should escape now. But... yeah, Zin hits that. And then Perry has to run. And this is a really nice Rise port from Spyrax. Like, for me, so Young, he was chunked, and he did have to base and TB back. I think that if DSG waits for this, then maybe there's an angle. But even then, I don't think there's really that much of an angle to fight. Like, Rumble's really strong right now. The Smolder ult was really nice there. Oh, yeah, Young ends up falling here. I mean, Manui just can't get involved either. Like, because Manui, again, like, he has TP. Unironically, Manui should TP top right now. If Manui TP's top with Young, it's actually doable. Manui was on Team Fusion in Challengers League. Yeah, that was they almost promoted. I was really rooting for that team back then. Because that was the Mac Noon team. And he played Old Poppy throughout the tournament. And he was fisting everyone. They had to ban Old Poppy from him. We are in playoffs for Challengers League, yes. They run alongside LCS, so right after, if you want some bonus league, you can tune in the Challengers League and see some pretty competitive series. These fights regardless because of comp? Yes, that too. So that's why I didn't really love DSG fighting over the grubs. I know they're trying to prevent the 5 or the 6. I think it's 5 grubs for MU in this one. They do get a second Drake off of it, which for me is an oops from MU. I think MU has to stack the Drakes. And the fact they gave 2 over to Smolder, again, this game's hard. I think the advantages that MU have moving forward is that you can play Ryze into the LeBlanc pretty well. You see them power playing. Oh, they got 6 actually. Okay, they did get 6 grubs. Yeah, I think DSG just didn't fight in their power. Like, they just didn't respect their own power window there. Special 1 CS with Apex. Nice. Look at you guys. This is fun. We got some shatters going out and doing some homework. I appreciate it. Get to focus on the review. Yuji was smurfing this series. What's up, Scary Jerry? Let's see. All right, we were talking about Smolder on the cast, probably. I mean, again, I still think this game state for MU is like kind of scary. They get Flash on Manui though, which is really nice. If there's any reason. The W hit from Yuji. I think there's a world to dodge this if Manui pops E right when he gets hit by the W, which I think is reasonable. Because he pops it after. Might have been one way to sidestep that. And we just have a random fight that bust out. I mean, it is Herald being dropped. It's a really nice not-alt. Like, this angle does look pretty good for DSG right now. Like, Rumble is a wee bit late. But Manui doesn't do any damage at the moment. Again, like, DSG is just not fighting within the power windows. That's good for them. Just ult to get turret. It's fine. Fight was over for Niles, so, like, the fact that he ults and they get the objective, I think is cool. That's chill. Hey, what's up, Butter My Tushi? All the original Fly Quest was just mostly the C9 that smurfs in LCS for a bit, yeah. Santorin won LCS with TSM because he won CS with GCU. What was the 2020 team with Bjergsen that, like, dragged the... That was Spica that was on that team. I don't know if Spica won. No, Spica was drafted and pretty quick got promoted. Wow, that's really, really nice from Spyrox here. Spyrox Ryze is really good. There's a reason that he's picking it. We haven't seen a lot of Ryze. I think Ryze, though, like, with the items is not bad. I'm really on the Gragas train. I think Gragas is a problem with these 2 items. So, I mean, they get him, but he buys so much time that his team's ahead on the trade. So even though Spyrox falls there, I think he played that really well, like, that series. Maybe he can drop that wave, but, like, even then, he bought so much time, it wasn't that bad. Cross map. He won lock-in? Yeah, we're not going to count that. So MU pick up a Drake. And Young TPs with the Drake timer. And that 3 TPs, you can use it somewhat liberally. They always trade out the turret. Yeah, they're out. Okay, I'm somewhat okay with this. Okay. I like DSG showing some more restraint there. And I like how Manui is just dropping these waves. I think it's necessary. Mash is coaching. He's the coach of TLC. It's all right. The coaches aren't too front-facing or public-facing for Challengers League, unless you're Niles, because you're a player coach. Huh. Coach Gap today. I mean, it's kind of wild to think in this series that DSG did find the 2-1, and they dropped this game. It's like, I think this game is really winning for them. They have Smolder Evolve at 21-30. And this was just the fight that like went super sideways. So I guess we'll look at this one. I mean, this really boiled down to one thing, guys. Like, Manui's playing the Smolder. And he flashes here. Hold on, let's watch this fight. So he flaps get in. I'm somewhat okay with this. This Yuji flash. I would have liked to see him at least bait a cooldown before he burned flash, even though I think he's got to flash that. Because now, like, this is the issue with this fight. Is Manui's going to E over the wall, and then he's out of range to auto. And I think that the way that MU used their health bars here is really good. The C from Manui was bad. I can understand wanting to get over the wall here, but Manui does no damage after the C. I think Manui, like, has to keep on walking forward, autoing and hitting Qs before he drops the E. He drops it really early. And then he has no flash, so Zyko catches him. And Zyko just finds like a huge knockup. I love that W placement on Tom Kench too. Regardless if you find Smolder or not, it's in the choke and he's cutting people off. It's really good. The thought here from Poom is that they actually have numbers. Like Zin's hiding, but they don't see Zin. I would also agree that he went too hard and they don't need to do that. So, yeah. But also, I think Manui, like, he could have played this fight series better. Or, like, that series better. So, I mean, one thing I'll give MU, I think they're really, really good at playing out Baron. I think MU is one of the teams that actually really understands how to snowball a Baron in our league. Niles walking towards his team here. He knows he has TP coming in. That was a little bit ballsy, but he got away with it. So it's 3 Drakes now for DSG, which I don't mind from Perry. Like, MU, they're trying to push the Baron, and then they'll pick up Drake later, which I like. So Spyrex tries to get out, and then it's just a pillar. It's pretty easy. But Perry is a little bit too far in. I think something else like I didn't really mention in this draft that I ended up liking is that there are 3 melees for DSG. And I really like Tom Kench in melee games. Like, I do think that, like, LeBlanc can't really buster anyone outside of, like, Rumble, and there is a TK. And, I think they can hold the door for Manui, but in terms of, like, if they decide to walk in like that, I think the MU comp is really good at turning on DSG. And we did see that at a couple points where DSG didn't have the gas to pull it off, or the MU comp deals well. Yeah, the setup for Rumble this game is pretty damn good. He doesn't have the best setup in his comp, but like, I feel like the champs he's going up against, Rumble does feel good this game. Yeah, I mean, Young's LeBlanc is really good, and they drew a lot of bans. It drew bans, I think, every game in the series against DSG. Just a lack of Golden Glue diff? Nah. I mean, I say this not wanting to take anything away from Golden Glue, but like, it's a completely different roster. Like, you can't say that, like, the coach had, like, that big of an impact. Like, the roster he had, 3 out of 5 of them won, right? And then they just kind of threw in Young, who was a pretty decent mid laner already. And then Meech, who was a pretty decent marksman already, and then they ended up winning, right? All right, so that's a port on the Niles. That's at least a pick. It's a little bit early for the Drake, but I mean, it's on the map. Might as well take it. I mean, I think my thoughts on DSG, like as we go through the tape, they've really come together and improved as a team. But, yeah, there's, I think that like in some games, some games Manui is performing, and other games I think like I've seen Manui not perform. I think that Manui and Poom have like really improved in the 2v2. Like that fight there, like with the Smolder, that's a big fight before Baron, and the fact that Manui like wasn't able to auto or anything, or just kind of missed position, really hurt DSG. And we're gonna see that. Like personally, I think that DSG should have 2-0'd TLC yesterday, and they didn't because Manui Manui played really well for that game, but he was the important part in that game too. And the last push, he played poorly. I think if he plays the last push better, they end up winning. What are stacks on Smolder at this point? I do not know. But from the look of things, let's say they're around like 300. Because Manui did a really nice job of stacking this game. He was ready at 21:30. Get the evolve. Like you said, Flyboy24, thanks for the follow. So Zyko has the early eat on the Spyrax. And then the re-engage, like, Ryze is pumping out some pretty decent damage and can't be dealt with. And Spyrax flashes onto Manui here. Like, Manui has flash up and he gets caught by Zyko W. He tried to flap out of that one. And then he gets one shot. Spyrax has a really nice flash follow here. So, I mean, those were two fights where, like, the Smolder is the centerpiece of this comp. And yes, it's a big gold deficit at this point. But if Manui plays both these fights out better, things look a lot better for DSG and they do outscale. Last game. I think the Ryze pick was actually very good this game. I really like that. Crit Bloom's nice. Shields are nice. The Eat's nice. A lot of things against Smolder were nice, though. Game 2. DSG did win the series, so let's think about that. Varus first pick. Very flexible. We're dropping the Varus first pick, though, and then giving away Ori, which is a pretty big pick. I will say DSG and Young don't prioritize it quite as highly as some others, but Ori's a big pick in NACL. So you have the ability to kind of zone the Varus. We have a Xin comp with no Karma. So Perry gets Xin. Lee Sin picked into it's a little bit bold. Like, I think that you can play Lee just because you are Lee, but Xin can win some of, like, the, blunt force, just brute force fights, right? And the Jax ban was definitely targeted. Yuji was one of the first players playing Jax jungle, and he was playing it a lot in the Xin. I like the Renata in DSG for this. Yeah, I think it ends up being pretty good. That's like one of the reasons that we don't see a Vi come in from Yuji. Like, he wants to have a couple ways to play around this. And then Gragas is really emerging as, I think, a really powerful pick for me. Now, I will say that Gragas, the Renekton matchup is a little bit different now. And we'll talk about it a little bit. Young has the Hui, and I'm wondering, I think it... Did Manui go poke this game? No, he went on hit. Okay. It's a little bit tricky for Manui to go on hit, but it will be quite a bit of damage. So the Gragas Renekton matchup changed a lot this season. It's a matchup that we've seen before, but we have different builds for both. So Renekton's going Eclipse now, and Gragas is... I've seen a lot of Gragas go for like the tier into Roa into Seraphs. And that build, once you hit 2 items with that build, you are so strong as Gragas. Like, once you get those 2 items evolved, you are ridiculously strong. And for that reason, I'm actually a pretty big fan of Gragas right now. But this is a matchup where, like, until you get to that point, Renekton actually wins. And the matchup this season is a lot better for Renekton compared to, like, the grass plus tank Gragas that we've seen in the past. Where the tank Gragas, like, would just... Renekton really never had a ton of kill threat against you, and then you just hit a point in the game with tank Gragas where you did outscale the Renekton. This matchup this season for me is a lot better for Renekton. And for that reason, I actually think that MU kind of took like 2.5 losing lanes here. Because DSG wins both sides. And I think Perry does a much better job of cracking open the map this game with the winning sides. Fun games last night. Yeah, the games were pretty fun yesterday. Thanks, Dr. Professor Sergeant Mr. J. Appreciate some of the new familiar faces we have coming around here, guys. It's been, I mean, given like some of the new projects I'm working on this split, I think that like we've had some more folks, more exposure to folks, which I like. Is usually kind of what I do anyway, but it's definitely more fun when people hang out with you. So it's been good energy and good vibes. Oh, let's see Spawn and LCS again. He seems cracked. Yeah. It was a tougher regular season for Spawn, but he's played well in playoffs so far, and I don't think like he was just straight up bad in the regular season by any means. I think that he was almost in a similar scenario as like TFT last year, where he was playing well, but it was a little bit harder to shine. All right, so Yuji gets. Oh no, Perry actually got that one. So Perry gets 2. Did we just W the turret? Yep, we did. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I mean, Tenacity could have killed him on that timer easily. So he always gets a cannon wave in. I'm take a plate. So we do see the CD boots for Niles. So no tier yet. I did see Tenacity in his game with the Gragas in game 3 against TLC. He did skip the tier and just went Roa Lichbane. Oh, this is awkward. So Manu gets knocked up. He's level 5, but he flashes towards his team. That still has a flash gone. How did this happen? I mean, he's hitting the wave, and he doesn't have support. He is strong right now. He can kind of bluff that support's there. But I think the walk up was dangerous. Yeah, so he walks up and gets caught. That does hurt DSG a little bit. I mean, he's trying to connect with his team, right? But he can wait for his team to collapse, or... I think if you eat a scout, you're still in range of the Recon W. I think DSG, like, they need to almost wrap around in that scenario and help. Yeah, Manui has to, like, go long way for that and kind of wait for his team to connect. He tried to connect with his team through River, and they had no vision, and he lost flash for it. Well played. I came to tune in, now it's time to tune out. What's up, Psycho? Yeah, it's weird because I feel like you guys probably should have been 3-0'd in this series. Because, like, I mean, if you have Smolder Evolve at 21-30, like, that should have been a pretty winning game state. I really liked your guys' Rise pick, though, in game 1. I think that ended up being really good. But I do think that if Manui plays 2 of the fights better, then it's winning. The second fight, though, your W you found in him and the follow-up from Sparx was really good. We never played Rise in scrims, but Jal said, fuck it, pick me Rise. It was good that game. I legitimately was good that game. I like what Poom's doing here with the E on the Scary Jerry. Like, it really delays Xayah from this part of the fight. And Perry preps the Q on the Drake. He does have to flash back, but he actually dodges out on the shockwave damage. I think the Jal wants the shockwave back. Sparx wants the shockwave back. It didn't do any damage to Perry. And then Yuji kicks him, and Perry's kind of... Yeah, wow. Wow. Nice fight from Poom. I really like how Poom played this. Because, like, the E on the Scary Jerry really delays him. And then he cues him away, and he just walks away. And the shockwave goes sideways, and then Poom flashes it and W's Perry, and he lives. Wow, really good fight from Poom. That was a really good fight for Poom. Yeah. I mean, I think DSG played that out really well, actually. I think that for MU, Spyrax needs to not... Like, this is a wasted ult, right? I just don't think this is a winning fight. Also, like, I think that if you want to take this fight, then Boom does buy a lot of time, but I think that I like Parry's engage because, like, it does kind of take the attention away from Manui. Because, like, for me, if MU combo Manui, then this fight's, like, pretty over. And yeah, Manui's only 5, so it's not that valuable. Yeah. Scary Jerry never got to auto. This fight was pretty much a 4v3 thanks to how Poom played it. And then he saved his junglers, so well played, Poom. Oh, he's at the bottom. Oh, no. Ooh. Not today. You guys found a big win today. That's a really tough, that was a really tough, like, series to have, like, someone that takes 7-8 today between you and Supernova. And your side of the bracket is way fucking harder than the other one. I know DSG, AoE, like, I think that will be kind of interesting, but holy shit, I saw Supernova, MU, and Fear on one side, and then the other side, and I was like, yep, this is a little skewed. Shitting my pants, yeah. No, I don't blame you guys. It was a high-pressure matchup. Yeah, so I mean, Tenacity hasn't based for a long time, but again, like, I think this matchup this season is a lot better for Renekton, given, like, just the items you can go. Gragas, again, post 2 items when he gets both to evolve, I think is just a fucking beast. I'm a big fan of this pick. Oh, well played, Poom. Good try. Poom had a... Oh, no, Manui had a nice... Manui's ult is... It stuffs Psycho. His Psycho does have to flash, but he gets out. Okay. Alright. It was a good attempt on the delay. That's hilarious. That's a crazy attempt from Niles. I missed that. Diamond's a good player. I was excited today to see, like, supports and jungles go up against each other. Alright, so because of the bot kills, Lyco has move, and he actually sneaks through that one. Wow. Okay. Nice, that's a good fish. I mean... Ooh. Spyrax doesn't have flash still. Yeah, I think Spyrax going for that Q is just a mistake. I mean, he just needs to get out because the full chain comes. They saw 3. Alright, that's greedy. I mean, the initial chunk in protecting the pink is, or the control word's fine, but the second one was not. Ooh. Unfortunately, it's win now, and he's healing from every auto. And Cinderade Sky. Yeah, so like oh, okay, Niles is skipping tier 2. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this matchup for Croc and Greg, like, this is the break point where, like, again, some of the changes to Croc and just the items, like, Eclipse is so good in this matchup because the shield really helps you sustain with the Q, and it's really important. So, like, the Renekton's very winning at this point of the game still on the sideline. So Poom's spotted here. I mean, Tenacity has a hell of an angle. This is scary. I mean, I don't know why he used the second E. Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't have anything to try and push with at the moment. This is being started without really setting up lanes. There is vision. They got bot push, but that's it. Ori's here first, and Ori does have flash. Maybe they're thinking, like, they can fight off the Hui timer. The chunk there from Spyrax misses, though, and this TP is really good. I'm gonna go straight on Zyko. Yeah, Zyko wasn't able to find his own engage. Yuji didn't have kick. Decent cast from Niles, but I don't think MU can start that. If so, maybe there's an angle if they pulled it to bot side instead of top side. Because that's the only other thing I can think of, like having the dragon sit a little bit further bot rather than top, because that's where the control was. It was impossible for me to play, yeah. It's tough. I mean, it's a hard game for Recon, I will say. Like, there are a lot of things that, like, really fuck with you this game. And Lee Sin's not like the best piggyback in. I can understand why you guys didn't go VoD this game, like given the Renata, right? But alright, so we're back to wins. Yeah, I mean, that's hard. That's a bad look. I don't think there's any play there for you guys. This is just a hard map at this point. I don't know. I think that first fight was just like, since then, it felt like DSG just had full control. I also think like with this draft, like, I'm kind of surprised that Niles didn't go for Gnar here. I thought Gnar was actually pretty playable. Or was Gnar banned? Because like, I know that's his matchup in Renekton. Okay. Perry didn't get it far enough up. We're starting to get a little bit more LCK pill with about how we use our heralds, trying to get 2 lanes. Copium. I was up CS, all I'm going to say. All right, so we 5-man the Croc. So 2 towers drop. You guys are dropping 3rd Drake for this. I mean, I don't mind the look. Like, if Tenacity were to... it's a while for Tenacity to spawn. I feel like Yuji could have maybe looked like elsewhere in the jungle. But, like, the only way that you guys can find a player to get a kill is anyone approaches the Xayah, so... I think DSG's response to that, I mean, you guys did send 5 to Croc, so it was pretty free. Like, DSG get a lot off that play. It's just like trading standing gold that like can't be gained again for the kill, right? I think overall it was a little bit too big of a drop, but it's like, yeah, it's like the only play that was available. All right, so Niles sitting body, got turret. So we're going to hit Baron, trying to at least get a TP. To which, that's 1. Here comes the 2nd. Oh, that's actually really big in the Young. Shockwave. Oh, there's no Shockwave. Where does Sparx use a Shockwave? Oh, here? I don't like Sparx using Shockwave there. If he has Shockwave for this, this is huge. Like that's so fucking big if he has Shockwave for this. Damn. That hurts. Good cast. It's a really nice interrupt on the parry. It's kind of unlucky that Manui gets knocked into the wall and not further back. Like, the combo here from MU is fine in the DSG. It's just... Scary Jerry does have to ult. The Croc was big. Varus is just such a fucking... Varus is so strong. Like a matchup like this, you know, like it's a lot harder for the Zyra Rakan to like do shit into something like Varus Renata, right? So again, like I feel like this game is a little bit of like two losing sides. I think early on, like if Perry gets up in the face of Yuji, it's winning for Zen. And then mid got behind. I know Scary Jerry's up like a ton of CS, but the pressure you get early on. Schneich. I don't know what Zim was trying to go on to. Niles did a nice job of holding the door, that's for sure. I think he played that fine. Just tough at this moment. Like MU's done alright. Like they've closed the gold gap a little bit. Like they aren't like they're behind, but they aren't losing a shit ton. Like it's kind of nice. Like when those turrets get knocked down, you can really catch the waves close to your base. It's like here for Niles, like he doesn't have TP, so now DSG this is the play they have to make. Like they have to try and hit it again because now Niles doesn't have TP. It was an awkward looking flash, but the body slam is what made it awkward looking. I mean that's big. There's no one's here. Came out, everyone forgot about how busted Varus is for a minute. I mean, Senna and Smolder are big problems, but yes, Varus is still very, very, very strong. And he's banned in a lot of games for a good reason. Alright, I mean, DSG, they just hit the Baron. MU either respond to that, they pull off, they get first turn here. It's a good chunk on the Zyko. He can't walk up in Q. Ooh. Young burn ult. I like this from Perry. Cask is meh. I know he's trying to like knock Tenacity kind of in, because that's dangerous, but... Oh my god, Tenacity. Huh. Well, that hurts. Yeah, they actually have Young here. Because, like, Yuji has a really good find. It's like, if Zyko was able to combo, Young actually would have died. But Tenacity interrupts with the stun. And now it's cooked. Now it's pretty much game. Yeah, I mean, it was a good look from MU, actually. But Tenacity just hit the stun and ruined it. Chemtech doesn't mean too much for these guys. I think I've been starting to track Chemtech Soul for Aatrox games. I swear to fuck, if you have Karma, Aatrox, like some of these champs with Chemtech, it's actually really, really strong just getting the dragons themselves. I think every one is like 6%. That's a lot. For healing and shielding. That really adds up over time. If you're playing something like, I don't know, Scion. Every W you pop can be like 12% more shielding. That's a lot. If you get two Chemtechs, like if you're DSG, right? Like every Q heals Renekton 12% more. That's a lot. Every ult he pops heals them 12% more. That's a lot. And with Aatrox and how fucking dumb his kid is with healing and Sundered Sky at the moment, I think it's actually having a pretty big impact. All right, so DSG, all they need to do with the Baron was just walk mid. All right, so we got 2 wins. Alright, guys, we need to win games. Therefore, we start to pick this. So Karma's not banned this time. DSG instead. They picked Varus, but they banned it, so we get to take away 3 marksmen. First pick Talia, a little EU pilled. I'm a fan. The Karma, so we have the Insta Yone response, and then we have a Not. I like this opener quite a bit for MU. And then we have Karagas. Blame the Braum pick in chat. Yeah, no, Braum's lit. Everyone's kind of has to go into Braum. Braum doesn't like this. But Braum likes everything else. Like, even Zeri's like not too bad for Braum. Especially if you have this. So the nice part about this for DSG is that with the Karma, they can... Like, the goal is that they get big enough where that they can use Mantra E to kind of run around. And then... It's all about just kind of holding the door for this. Because this actually can 1v9. You outrange everything. The Kraken into IE, like into LDR, into Hurricanes can feel really good against shorter range comp, right? I mean, the concerns about this game are the fact that Wukong really doesn't like going into something like Talia jungle. It's a little bit tricky. Like, if Wukong wants to make plays into Talia, you pretty much have to use Flash. You can W to get out of Seismic Shard, but you got to be really careful about when you E. Because if you E through Unraveled Earth, then you eat all the rocks. Yeah, I think Karma Braum, we're starting to see teams and challengers run Karma Braum with, like, Jinx, Kindred, Graves, like, or like a Felios and like a Marksman jungle. And I think it's really good. Like, I think it's actually like a good draft. And Naught's really OP right now. Like, I'm a big Naught fan, but Braum is definitely one of the answers that you should have prepped to play into Naught. And it ended up being really good this game. So, this game just went a little bit too long from MU, so I'm kind of interested how exactly that happened. Because usually MU is a team that they're pretty good at playing early. They will take a lot of fights to a fault. And I think that when they get Baron, they actually are really good at cleaning up maps with Baron. I think they play Baron well. Their Baron deploys are good pretty consistently. So this matchup for Tenacity, like the Gragas and the Cassante, you go pretty even in this, and then you just outscale into a fucking Oblivion with Greg. I really like this matchup for the Gragas. Now, the good thing for MU is that Spyrax can get ahead early in this mid lane matchup. Or not early, but like Yone likes this matchup because Karma doesn't really have enough damage to force you out of lane. And Yone ends up like getting some kill pressure. And really can smack Karma in sides where, you know, you aren't playing to have Karma group with the team. So that's pretty nice. Wait to pause. Likes these protect comps, yeah. I think it's good this game because like another like perk about the Gragas is that if the Yone wants to beat Gragas, then you kind of have to have a Bork in the build somewhere. I think, like, I know last season we saw some Yone picked in the Gragas, and you could destroy it in the side lane later on, but Gragas is a neutralizer. I think Gragas, like, in this draft, ends up being really strong. Yeah, a little bit of an oopsie by... Good find by Zyko here. And doesn't get the winner's bite. So it's really nice. Alice will get the wave in, so he'll be up a couple CS against Tenacity, but overall things are chill. And MU... Wow, MU not taking an early Drake. First time for everything. They get Grubbies. Really nice for Yuji, and then they can actually walk down and contest. Oh, wow. And they don't have... It's 4v3, but this is a great opener. But, I mean, DSG do get everything. When he's able to cruise on out. It's really big. Oh, we Scary Jerry got this area win today. The Zeri draft you guys had today, if you're still in here, MU, I was in Kelsey's chat. I usually spectate challenges through Kelsey's chat because I can hear my peers, and then Kelsey's just, she's very smart. And it's fun to shoot the shit with her. And I saw it and was like, oh no. Zeri, this is a Zeri angle for sure. It is a 2-0. I'm Yuji's Lulu kitten. Nice. Schneich. Lulu's strong right now. The Lulu buffs were pretty thick. Oh, what happened here? We're showing mid lane twice? Oops. There was a bot play. So Yuji ulted down here. And they got dose. Nice. And then Spyrex forced Young out. So, I mean, this is good so far for MU. This is really good. Yeah, what happened here? Oh, yeah. That's crispy. Yeah, I mean, they bled out Jinx sums earlier on. So this is just cashing in on that. While we really, really made sure that that Braum looked dead. Oh, we had to pause. That's why. All right. Yeah, if you take away Jinx sums, like punishing that's big. Like Jinx sums are the most important sums this game. Okay, hold on. I'm listening to this album. This came on randomly, but we're listening to the album. I like this album a lot. Oh, it feels bad. I mean, this is one where maybe if like Yuji is going from Raps to Wolves, so crossing map, maybe if Yuji shines here, this goes a little bit better. But once that misses, we're down our flash, and that hurts. Actually, wondering if you guys could have made that one a 3-man, because like if that misses, then you get out at least, and it wouldn't have spent too much time for Yuji. Overall, though, it's still, like... I mean, it's MU favorite. I'd say that overall, I'd kind of expect the draft to play out like this so far. I'm not too surprised, like, about this game state. I think this is pretty to par. The one thing that might have been able to go MU's way is maybe they are able to take one of the early Drakes, but the Braum Jinx is pretty solid on the bot side. That's kind of tough to move. I'm going to get a trade here, so DSG will take the second round of grubs. I mean, Craggy Ice just gets too big. I mean, yeah, this is really good. Like, I don't think those grubs are worth it at all for DSG. This is not worth it at all for DSG. What happens here? Hold on, I'm trying to see what the fuck happened bot lane. So Manui doesn't sync base, so he's behind in items right now. And he uses his base to walk mid. And then walk up to grubs. Was Manui spotted? No. No, kind of. Maybe Spyrox saw him there. I mean, regardless, Manui doesn't farm for this 2-minute period. Wow. I mean, I don't like this from DSG. They can tell from the ult angle too. Like he's gonna be late to bot, and then MU goes to cut him off because they know that Perry's on Krugs. This is really bad. I don't think the DSG should have made the play for these grubs. I know that they want to deny the 6, but it really cost Jinx here. So they split grubs 3 and 3, but Jinx is like so far behind now. I mean, I really like that from MU. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's the W dash. UG does have to flash, but he gets caught by... Oh my god. Spyrex can't join the fight. That's all he can give. And Perry already gets UG. Yeah, Poom has 6. Does Poom actually get solo XP on the wave? Yeah, so this is a bad take from MU. I think once this misses, then... And that was an expensive Ignite from Zyko because he took 2 pretty heated up tower shots from that. Yeah, I usually can't check like that. It's like not doable. I think that what MU has to do here is like they played to walk into this brush with a little bit of help from mid, and they need to play for this brush. Because like bot's already chunks. Like if you play for this, then you can at least have 2 approaches and try to find where the Wukong was. Gragas scaling happened. Oh, I didn't even talk about the fact that it's Perry on Wukong. Perry Wukong is very is one of Perry's better picks. Get you this narcolepsy slide. Damn. Poor Manui just left to the Wolves. I mean, good execute by MU, but... Puma spotted on that ward. He was deploying mid. And MU used that to make this play. Wow. Alright, that's a good forward award. That one wasn't pinged out. So... Yeah, he's gonna see when wards are pinged out. It was really bad. Oh no. Yeah, the only thing that's like not going your guys' way this game is the fact that there are 2 Drakes, and hold on. How'd Niles get down here? Niles didn't need the TP for this, and Greg gets a lot. There's definitely something. I think Niles for sure is one of the top laners that will sack his waves before others. And that leads to some really good moments from MU, but this is one where I feel like Tenacity gets all this for free, and that's pretty illegal. I mean, I will say at this point, this matchup's hard for Niles. And especially when Niles doesn't have a Bombies. This matchup is like... This is Gragas matchup from here on out. Well, that's nice. Oh, nice. Nice ult here from Spyrax. I mean, this is good. Like, Gragas is sitting on a lot of gold. And Yuji gets the E down. It's a nice non-ult into Flick from Yuji. But you can see how fucking tanky Tenacity is. They not get it? Oh no. They got a little do-si-do action to get it. I mean, Poom goes down for free. And then we get it. I mean, Poom has no priority to be here. He can't. He sees UG. Ouch. Okay, that's bad. Yeah, it's just Spyrax going into the Tenacity now. And Tenacity's getting out of that matchup. Oh my god, he gets out. I mean, well played. But... he gets the cannon. They even get a fucking TP. Holy shit. I mean, that's Dragon now for Maryville, no? Fuck the turret. Go get... Oh. Oh, no, UG. Oh, my God, they save his ass. I mean, it's still bad. Like, they didn't see everything. Hold on. Niles has a TP. Why didn't you full set? Sorry, I'm trying to see vision. Scary Jerry should not walk mid. Yeah, no. Scary Jerry. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Oh my God, Niles. Why do we TP there? No, Zyko drops a TP ward for Niles, and Niles needs a TP here, and Scary Jerry needs to walk here. Because, like, you have super numbers advantage right now with, like, where Gragas is at. I know that Spyrex is down a lot, but I'm down for the play. If that happens, too, UG should Q-scout this brush. Because he face checks and gives Perry a really good angle. And he gets out, but it's hard. Like, we burn 2 flashes here from Spyrex and UG to save UG. Yeah, I mean, I think this play is winning. But I think that if Niles has a better TP, we burn less tools and get the same amount, if not more. Also, welcome to Gragas. Yeah. That's a big shutdown, too, going over to Gragas. Scary Jerry with the E into double control ward kill because he's just that good. Oh my God. What the fuck? What's this root? Oh, okay. I mean, good find by MU. I looked at this one a lot. I think if Niles TPs here, again, this fight gets so much better. Like, I don't know how much further Young can actually push up. And he's there to kind of stop Tenacity immediately, potentially. Like, he could take Tenacity under the turret and get him out of the fight completely. God damn, it's just half of Perry's health. I mean, it does feel really bad for Wukong, like the AP jungle matchups, because your passive grants you armor, right? Not the magic damage. Be kind of a little bit hard. Or magic resist for the magic damage. Alright, so it's the Lichbane. Grag. It's a little bit more damage early. Lichbane feels really nice on Gragas. I mean, you're going for the autos with your W, but also the stats it gives, like the move speed, the extra AP ratio, it's really nice. Put the past away from that ledge, my friend. Oh, we have Shiv into Hurricane for Scary Jerry. Okay. I will say I'm a little bit more for the Shiv now. I have mixed feelings on it. I think it. I think this is one where, like, I'm kind of curious of, like, with the Hurricane, if, like, Shiv plus Hurricane is, like, almost overkill on the wave clear. I think there's value in this game for Hurricane for sure. But I prefer Hurricane over Shiv if I'm going with... I think both is... I'm kind of interested in, like, the setup for that. Because, like, now I'm kind of like, you know, where's the Navori? I know Navori's coming in next, but Navori is a really big spike on Zeri, too. So having that 3 feels a little rough. But right now, like, most people are going Shiv PD. Or I'm still, I saw a hexploit the other day still. I'm out on hexploit now. I mean, right now, like, this game is really chill. I mean, he's gotten the last 2 Drakes. I do think that, like, missing the first couple did hurt, because now we are at a state where the Gragas is at 3 items, and that's going to feel pretty bad. 3-item Gragas is going to hit really hard. 3 items level 16 Gragas, too. Oh. Well, it's traded 1 for 1. And this is just not, this isn't a controller that we can hit. There's a good ward mid here for MU, so I think, like, if people are in the lane, you can see it, but we know that everyone's on this side, and we just kind of use our face to check. I will say that, like, oh, Scary Jerry's in bait. No, there's a control ward on Baron. Yeah, there's no reason to walk in here. There's a control ward on Baron. Like, even if they started, like, massacring the Baron right now, there's just no... Yeah. Okay. That's not good. And Scary Jerry was, like, coming out of base, and he did have blue trinkets, so... Put the past away. I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. Sparx has to ult out. Oh, man. I mean, Not's coming. Sparx having to ult out, though, is a little bit hard. I think that was warranted, given that Tenacity had a body slam incoming. Oh my god, Tenacity plays this really well. Damn, Tenacity played this really well. I mean, all they have to do is just sit on top of Jinx. Yeah. Really well played by Tenacity. And I think that MU, like, once... It's tough, because, like, this part of the fight, it's, like, actually not that bad. But I think once Yone is gone, it's kind of hard. And Niles doesn't want to get out. Yeah, so he gets bopped. Spyrex gets knocked out. He goes way too deep. Yeah, Scary Jerry... Oh, it doesn't even clean up the karma. That hurts. Yeah, so, like, Scary Jerry's not in the fight with the rest of the team, and Tenacity peeled everyone really nicely. Oh, no. That's game. Yeah, that's game. Because, like, the DSG comp, like, they scale nicely now, and the Gragas and the Jinx got all the gold. So, like, now, like, their comp's kind of favored for the rest of this. And they're going to get a lot of standing gold from this Baron, too. I had a brain fart here. I mean, I didn't see this fight from your POV because you're coming out of base. No. Yeah, you just don't have ult. The top line brush one? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, the top embankment brush. It's technically, it's an embankment. Fun geography facts that I learned doing the audio only broadcast. Damn. I mean, like the MU fights are really relying on making sure that I mean, they have tools that are hard engaged, they just need to be pressed together, right? So, like, that time the Yone ult was bled, UG ult was bled, Zyko wasn't there, and his ult was down. So yeah, that was a tough fight. And I don't think Niles and MU can take that, so it's alright. Coach made up for it today. Yeah, you can see the gold swing. I mean, this is like almost a 10k gold swing, just given like the lack of structures that DSG had that they took down off of all that, and then also the shutdowns that MU was holding on to. So that hurt. Okay, nice. Exactly, you know what's going on there. From Perry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, the Kraga scales nicely, guys. I mean, that is a freebie. That's a big shutdown to pick up, so. And you guys lose nothing for that. It's the right play. But Jesus Christ, that was pretty scary. I mean, the one thing though I definitely learned from this series, like as DSG, is that I don't know. I feel like Tenacity's been playing well this split. But I thought like this game, obviously he was really good, and I really liked the direction they took at game 2. Like I thought that the draft is okay, but like the way that Poom played out the fight, like I thought Poom. I was a little bit like I had a little bit more confidence in DSG going into the TLC match that like their bot lane would be okay, and that they were able to play as at least some sort of unit. Big Psycho fan. Yeah, we're a big Psycho fan as well. Holy shit. I mean, we have talked about Gragas scaling, but look at the fucking Wukong scaling. He's 3 levels down on Spyrax and just one-tapped him with his ultimate. Oh my god, Moan. Yeah. I mean, I really like the Gragas Braum Jinx. I think it's really sound. They're playing it out really nicely. That's Soul now. And then Soul is GG. I mean, the first Baron fight was truly GG, but yeah, there's not much else to talk about here. Well done. I mean, this is definitely a comp for DSG that, like, they kind of tried to emulate. Ooh. Nice exhaust from Poom. It was necessary. Undo. Yeah, like the Hextech Soul goes so hard. Oh, it makes the game so fucking hard. Wow, wait, hold on. They found Manui. Manui didn't flash. He's trying to get Yuji. And he didn't react to Scary Jerry flash. And he gets Q3'd. Ouch. I mean, that's like as bad as the fight can go for DSG. But again, you can see how tough this is. I think Perry got a little bit over his skates here, and obviously Manui misplayed. A little bit too close to the Yone and didn't flash out. Nice buffer. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Scary Jerry got caught. Yeah, I mean, the Hextech Soul, like, prevents Scary Jerry from getting in here. And then the ult doesn't hit anything. And then it's over. I mean, I think you guys are outscaled at this point. Jesus Christ, Milan. It's actually a really sick Q Zanya's by Yuji. Because you get pet healing through Zanya's. It was small, but... Yeah, so I mean, for me, this was a bit of a surprise. I actually thought, like, between the two series that there would be an upset. I thought the second series is actually a little bit more likely. But anyway. Those were the games. Now we go next. Supernova TLC. So, kind of like DSG, Supernova playing a little bit better towards the end of the year. They didn't need to win to get here. I thought this guys was putting together better games than TLC. But I thought TLC actually matched up okay with Supernova because each of these teams were going to play, for me, like, kind of early game. We have an interesting draft here, though, as the Karma Kindred pairing with a Brahma Felios. That's a really solid core. And for TLC, how can we break it? Well, we took Callista and Thresh. Thresh is decent against Braum. And the Lantern is kind of nice for getting a couple people out. But for me, Rumble gets pretty heavily outscaled this game because, like, Karma as a thematic counter is really good. And I really like Braum into Rumble because, like, outside of the ult, the Winner's Bite makes it really easy to deal with Rumble, who is pretty squishy. And like Fernir is decent to kind of match the Karma, but I think this game really comes down to, like, can Triss get big enough where she wins all the side lanes, right? And that's what Ivern has to play towards this game, is making sure that Triss is set up well. So that was kind of my read going into this game. And I felt alright. All right, so we got the Vern prep and everything. It's kind of spotted. We don't have an invade coming out from Kenvi. So Keel is going to end his clear up on the top side by Krugos. Oh, shit. No, he's going down here. My bad. Shamabi. He's going to smite the Krugos. That's what I meant. And then they spot Kenvi. So both junglers will end towards the bot side. It's a little bit of a slower clear for Keel, just given the camps that he ended up taking. But you're Ivern, so you wrap up around like 3 minutes and change. Nice hook there from Kimmy just to make sure that Spawn gets back. This wave will shove out. Spawn got boots. So no strength. Which I found kind of weird, honestly. And because bot based, it's just first mark going over to Kenvi. And he should base here. Yeah, Kill gets this. I saw nice base from him, just understanding the fact that that is a timer where he can get punished. Keel's going to smite that away. And then Kenvi ran straight bot. So he was doing his top camps. He ran straight bot. He didn't find anything. Keel's able to honestly be okay here. So Kenvi loses this crab. And I think that this is the time where Kenvi's like going to... Like, for me, I thought he would like try and get involved in the Ivern jungle here, actually. He is way stronger at taking the grubs. So he's at least forced to smite because Keel's here. But if you get one grub and do like your full clear, then I think you hit 6. If you do 2 full clears in grub as jungle. But Kenvi did lose a camp off this because Keel stuck around, so. We have not done wildcard yet, no. I mean, we did wildcard their Thursday match we did on Thursday. Them versus Fear we did on Thursday. We haven't done their match from today. We're still on day 2 of playoffs, which was Friday. All right, so first time we see Ivern going mid to help the Trist. Not that Trist like really needs help, but when the Ivern does show up mid, then you pretty much just have winning windows as the Trist against Karma. So definitely something that like I'm looking for, at least with Keel. Like whenever he crosses, I feel like he should try to interact. Shochi, nice bait there, honestly. ends up being a pretty big deal because like they always get here late, but they do force Shochi out. Naray pops Ghost and has red white, and then TLC came down and just kind of throws his life away. And they feed it over to Kenvi. This was kind of awkward from Spawn and Kim. But again, this core is like really strong, and for me, this game got really hard for TLC after that. Because the Callista's not able to Dragon Stack. And Kenvi scales up to do quite a bit of damage this game. So Supernova brute forces this and they win. And Jenkins insta flash. Down. He's got camps to attend to. They're gonna try and 3-man. He gets Shochi flash. That's before Grubs. Kill can at least go to his topside camps now because he prepped them all. Yeah, now he bases. God, whenever I see Ivern in the game, I always have to like give so much more attention to the game just because Ivern clear is like so wonk compared to other junglers, you know? Alright, so these are all Supernova. So like at this point, like Drag went Supernova's way. Grubs are slightly Supernova favored. Jenkins has a lead, but like once Kanik Rooker comes in, then Kasante just kind of gets to play this lane. And bot is what it is. So we're really just kind of chilling here. Kimmy. Like, the goal with this matchup when you're playing Thresh and a Braum is that you need the proc Aftershock when Winter's Bite comes out. So, like, for me, there's an auto in the air, and Kim has to flay now. Like, you have to just solo flay the Braum. Instead, he ults, and you take a lot of damage in that ult chain, so he never gets Aftershock, and then spawns in an ultim. And now he's going to proc Aftershock and be doomed, so... And overall, like, I mean, TLC, they have this play. They have that window. Kim didn't need the force there. It's like Roamer's able to find it, but that's still not like a necessary risk. And spawn goes down too. So it's really big. It's a 2 for 2. And while it's going on, Shochi just gets more. Not to mention top dive. Easy. Yeah. Out this. Jenkins already ulted a wave, so they just slow stacked it, and then TP comes in. When do we get the Belveth copy pasta from you, Cubby? That's plagiarism. All right, so Jenkins now has to flash. And, like, I mean, this map at this point is, like, just slowly bleeding over to Supernova. Like, that turret's answered. Tristana isn't, like, really far enough ahead to make a significant difference. Like, even like that's a good start, but you like they still win the Lambs Respite. Oh dear Lord, Kenvi. Oh my God, Kenvi. Spawn gets stunned up by the Winner's Bite. Daimon was able to auto him. Lambs Respite saves Array. Purple Gun gets another kill. It's a nice second death sentence from Kimmy. Doesn't matter. Oh man, if Array had a purple proc there, he might have actually had one more. Yeah, I mean, this game is just really fucking hard for TLC now. I didn't love this draft. I feel like the core for Supernova, like, again, running Braum, Karma, and Double Marksman, for me, is a winning strategy. And it's a really strong use of Karma in a draft. This plus, like, just any fucking tank top laner works. How am I supposed to shave with or against the Grand? Or am I supposed to shave with or against the Grand? Oh, with. Look at that one. Jungle matchup plus Braum Karma. Yeah, this is a really good game for Kindred. So, I like Supernova's draft. It really sucks this team's out. I think they played early game or bust, and a couple of their games got busted. So, like, Rumble ult here is, again, like, just kind of countered by Locket. And then Roamer doesn't take the Lantern. Sag. So he burns Flash. Kenvi and Diamond are like, they pressed star, we're going to fucking ball. And they did, and they got out. That's nice. Let's go. I don't want to go to London. The Roamer's got some gorgeous flowing locks in that HLE photo. Sheesh. This is the Kenvi Kindred, where he truly is a hunter. But he does leave early, and Jenkins finds a nice orbital strike. Oh my God, Roamer, take the Lantern. Oh, he actually dies from that. Oh my God, dude. That's a tilter. I mean, if we're... I've seen Kim die. Like, the two deaths that Kim's had on Thresh have been kind of poor. And then, if we aren't taking Lanterns, this champion just actually is useless in the game. I feel bad for Kimmy, because when I play Thresh and solo queue, no one remembers the Lanterns. Oh my God, Kill just almost got one shot. Yeah, this game's over. Oh, we are really fishing. I mean, Aphelios is bot. Fucking Kenvi, man. What are we doing here? Kenvi is trying to ball. Oh my God, the bait from Shochi. And Faisal is... This game actually ended off this. Holy shit. I mean, that's a speed run. Thanks for shortening my VoD review. Appreciate it. Alright, so we just wrap up that game. Alright, this one. We tried to play Nidalee. And I will say, Nidalee with double marksman bot is a choice. Personally, I think that Nidalee would benefit from a little bit more setup. And trying to play double marksman bot in the Senate Tom isn't a free matchup. Nid kind of can interact with that. But Nid really doesn't love to be going into Tom Kench. Like, we don't have a true tank now. So, like, we're really committing to playing 1-3-1. And skirmishing only. And playing early game only. Like, you don't necessarily win the topside matchup. The Jax scaling is... Jax this game is unbelievably good for Keel. Like, the Jax value actually goes ballistic for Keel, given that we are against all these auto attackers. So... I didn't love this. This draft was a little bit too aggressive for Supernova. Unironically, I would have preferred Elise this game. Unironically, I would have preferred Elise. That champ is garb. I can't believe I just said that. Maybe not. Maybe I'm getting over the skates. Keel is starting Raps. So Kenvy's gonna... Keel knows where Kenvy's starting. Keel will be a little bit late. He's gonna start Gromp. Wow. Oh, Noe. Shochi Noe. I mean, we are tanking the entire wave. Nice Q flash from Roamer, but this trade, it should have been this and a Q, and then that's it. The auto Q and continue to walk forward is bad. And if you can't fit in the Q, then you just have to walk. So Keel spotted. It's nice for Kenvy. Kenvy is, like, can't really... Like, the dive for Kenvy is on top side. Oh, the spear missed. Now, he does have the invade, for sure. But this is a flip. Okay, not a flip anymore. And Supernova really likes to play this game from level 1. They really do be playing games from level 1. I mean, bot's up. Nice. That's good. Kenvy's going to lose his respawn wraps. That's actually pretty nice for Keel. That really does help Keel get back into this quite a bit. He's got a ding 4 off this. No? Oh my god, no. So he's just going to delay for the grubs. And then Nid gets at least one. And then, yeah. Do Gromp or go for the dive. Oh my god, that wasn't even played clean. I mean, this is fine. If you really wanted to go for the one shot, though, then you flash as Nid. And then you follow up the W with when Gnar flashes. Because, yeah, this actually hurts. Yeah. So I don't love this. I don't think Faisal like has to do flash here either. Like I think they could have just waited. And it's a nice answer from Romer. Shochi was walking up for this play too. Man. Alright. Kill being level 3 is kind of funny. Bro is fucking starving on the Rift right now. Level 4. Kenvy's level 4. That's bad, though. That's behind. This is really good from Kenvy, the fact that he hit that. That, like, kind of saves the last play. That he really needed that. That's pretty big. But now, like, Faisal is kind of cooked off this TP. Because, like, he TP'd back, and now, like, he already burned his entire health bar. So, top lane's, like, kind of lost off this, honestly. And Senna's rotating up, which is interesting. So we got Kimmy on his own. First Drake a little bit delayed for Supernova with the Callista Ash. It's a big deal. Every minute matters. We are getting a lot here. Renekton is getting starved out a bit. Yeah, Renekton is getting way too starved from this. Around the background. Like, Renekton is down almost a full level right now with an R that's splitting a lane. Alright, so we've hit 7. I mean... maybe? Oh my god, Kenvy was here. Akil was also here. Oh, Kenvy was spotted. He missed the ward with the sweeper. Oh my god. So he thinks that brush is empty. And then Keel sees him there. They throw the arrow, but Keel's here on the answer. Wow. That's a little bit unlucky. I mean, well played for TLC, but that's a winning play for Supernova if they know that's a ward there, or like if the ward was cleared. Wow. Okay, he bought the controller afterward. Okay. Wow, that's wow. I mean, this Nidalee picks, like, this pick's kind of bomb by now. Like, Supernova, this lead is not nearly big enough for the draft they have. And the Jack scales so well. Oh, the fist bump between the homies still trying to happen. Oh my god, Shoshi burns everything and Romer gets him. Alright. I mean, at this point, this game's cooked. Yone's behind, so you can't win on sides. Renekton's behind, so you can't win on sides. Ash Callista gets abused by the people that are ahead right now. It's like, yeah, like, Diamond has to flash from that. Ray has to flash from that. Yeah, good night. GG. Hawk shot it before they made the play top. Yeah, potentially. I could have hawk shot a jungle. I'm not sure if he had the cooldown or not, but that's a good call. Alright, Kenby gets flashes and gives a freebie. This game's over. This game's like literally over right now. Never been so alive. I don't know, man. Like, Mark is like plat, and he plays a good Nidalee. Like, his Nid is legit kind of clean. So whenever he picks Nid, usually it's a decent game for it, and we win. There's things I like to do you don't believe in. Yeah, this game is just like super over right now. That's me whenever I used to play LeBlanc mid. I'm a decent LeBlanc player. I'd go like 3-4-0 and then just like lose. All right, so Callista Ash Nid with like, can we? I think this should be banned. Oh my god, it's a disaster. I mean, like, Supernova is a team that, like, they have the balls, like, go for shit like this, you know? Like, this is a ballsy comp to play in a playoff game. I just... Giving Kenby 5-pick for this with, like, no flexes and the jacks is such a fucking problem. Like, ugh. I mean, yeah, but, like, you're opting into playing such a volatile game, and TL have so many pieces that just are so good at not making the map volatile at all. In Senekench Talia. Like, you can only break the Gnar top. Jengas did his best job he could to, like, play defense, and Faisal got fucking starved out afterwards. Because, like, the Roamer had the answer because he's playing fucking Talia. Alright. Shut down. Hey, what's up, Palace? Good to see you. Loved your cast yesterday. I appreciate that. Yeah. No, I appreciate that. It was a long day. It was a fun day, though. It's fun. We had 2 guests in the broadcast, so definitely, like, I'm used to working with, you know, my peers who are, like, really good, and, like, it's all of our job to know the league, but it's kind of like the one person, like, really, like, you know, knew the league. And I don't know, I was glad, like, I got put on that day. It was a little bit different than, like, most of my broadcast days. It was kind of a unique challenge, and hope it did all right with that. So the Catterday cozy cast was fun. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, good luck playing Ash in a like Mega Gnar. Like, nothing can fucking move. Kenby's like, Kenby steps up and dies. Arrays, having a tough go of it now. Like, yeah, this game's wrap. Did you see Spawn reactions to things for what? Like the coach cam today? I mean, TL were just... Like, my read on today is I thought TL was going to win 3-1. I was going to give Dig one game. I think Dig was decent, like, playing to some of their win cons throughout the split, which was pretty much bot, but I favored TL because I think they're just a better iteration of Dig. Like, they also play through bot. Impact's a little bit more of a stable side. Umty's had a better split than Axu, which is fine. Axu's a rook. And Dove isn't good enough to, like, push APA around mid. And APA was a lot better today, so... Yeah, a little bit. The coach cam, yeah. Game 3 was bad from XU. I think XU game 1 was fine. Game 2, yeah. TL's playing well right now. Like, I really think that, like, the 100 Thieves match, I kind of favor TL, just, like, based on what I saw this weekend. Because I think the TL, like, Impact is having... Core is, like, walking top. And I think that Quid... Like, versus APA, I think that Quid, like, it can get an advantage, but I think 100 Thieves, or TL will be able to get an advantage everywhere else, potentially. And jungle would just kind of be handshake. Like, I think both junglers are good. I'd rather have River, but, like, Umty's good, right? Umty is going to play for early game. Like, it's fine. Well, my concern with that matchup is the fact that 100 Thieves, like, Sniper will go for waves that he, like, can't get. Like, we've seen that so far in playoffs quite a bit. Teams will punish it, and Core JJ is the support that's best at walking top. Like, that's how this guy won Worlds and is, like, so fucking good. Okay, Kim down, flash to save Jenkins. Like, we've seen Core walking top, too, to, like, really, like, help do impacts and favors. Like, good luck Sniper playing against Impact and Core and MT, you know? Dig did not look good. But, again, I think that, like, TL's bot lane has been so fucking good. The place where Dig was getting wins is, like, they were playing... Their bot lane was winning, and XU and Dig were playing, like, their hard-winning bot lane, you know? Yon and Core have been the best laners so far in playoffs. They really have been, so... I'll see. That'll be a fun one for sure. I mean, why am I even watching this game, guys? Oh, look, Jax just jumped on in Italy. Jax is up a level. See what Jax can do against double marksman now. Oh, boy. It's the Jax with the Senna behind him wasn't able to be moved at all. GG's. So we have 2 24-minute wins. Next. Oh, yeah, those are good. All right. So we got the Knot for Supernova. They denied Talia and Ramble. Faisal's been also a very good Rumble player, so I respect that. But they left up Ashe and Callista. Because, look, so they bought themselves more bans by winning that comp. Wow. It's kind of smart. 2 mids banned out from Roamer, but they gave him... 3 mids banned from Roamer, but Roamer still got Hwei. I mean, Hwei already seems like a matchup people are kind of okay playing at, like, with, because Hwei wins, but you can always execute on Hwei. I don't know. For me, I just don't like this pairing that Supernova ended up with. Like, I think Ari Graves is very meh. And then you also answered with a kill Kinder that is very good at. I think the Smolder is good. I think that Talia ban, like, Smolder really wants something to, like, hold the door as a mid laner. I think the 2 best things of doing that in this meta right now are Orianna and Talia, and they're both off the table. I think the Gragas ban against Faisal was really smart. And while I like the Zac versus Cassante, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of down for, like, if Poppy top was an option, I would have been really down for that from Faisal. Because for me, like, the Zac Graves Ari combo for the Smolder is just really tough. And I really like the Kindred pick. Kindred is surprisingly good defense against Smolder, just given the Lamb's Respite. And then also, yeah, you can really fight and pressure the Smolder early. If you get ramping at all in Kindred, then you can really fuck with Smolder. So. Cinder Graves seems pretty good, methinks. I don't think that you want to necessarily blind Cinder here for Shochi. But I think that that's, like, a better pairing, because, like, again, Graves for me needs a little bit of help in CC, and I don't think Ari's good enough at doing that. Joey's putting out videos on the side. Good for him. We love when the players, you know, do content, try and monetize their brand. I'm not good enough at getting stuff to YouTube, or, like, I can't edit. And editing costs money, and I don't make enough money to pay an editor at all, you know? So. I'm familiar with Joey. I used to cast him all the time. Joey's a great guy. So I do it through TGI, yeah. I like with that, like, Travis pays me a little bit for that, and then I give, like, 2/3 to 3/4 of the money to the editor that I have, because he's the GOAT. Alright, so Keel start is spotted. Kenvy's is not. Joey's anything but a player. He's awesome as fuck. Hell yeah. Joey's anything but a player. We love Joey. I had fun casting Joey. I thought he was like always just, you know, pretty decent. And IMT kept him for a long time for a reason. They liked having him in the building. That's why he's still in the building. I do like the fact that Faisal's like willing to play this matchup. Oh man, Keel's going for the dive off the red buff. Nice. Really well played. I mean, Kenvy's not pathing to defend this, and he's got nothing else to do but then to go top right now and try and dive this. That's kind of weird to me. It's like, if he is here, I don't think it's necessarily winning by any means, but like, he could have pathed to like try and defend this by like going Raptors red in the Krugs. Instead, he's pathing to work his way up here, and he's got nothing. So he'd wait a lot of time. And then, yeah, Romer's outlaning Shochi. I know it's off topic, but congrats winning the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. Thank you. If only our coach had any game at all. Still concerned about coach. I'll be honest, though. You get turbo fucked in the Fields trade. We did. I can't believe the market for Desmond Ridder was more competitive. The tape on that guy was disgusting. And not in a good way. Oh my god, Faisal. I mean, this is really nasty from Faisal. The E is so good to pick up the 2 blobs. Wow, that's really well played. He doesn't die to turret there. The minions get in, and the 1 blob spawns far away. That's really well played by Faisal. I mean, this is a matchup that you can win as a Zach. Like, we've seen it on the LCS stage, but the fact, like, to pull it off here, I don't know. I just don't think, like, this top side was, like... I think the Ari Graves for me was, like, a little bit weird. Hold on. We're playing this album. Sorry, I don't have links enabled, Palace. You can DM me, though, on Twitter or Discord, and I'll check him out. All right, so we got Grubos traded out, and then probably a Drake falling. Oh, Ray went D-Ring in this? Ooh. I don't like the D-Ring as much anymore. I think after the W changes, like, it's really tough to trade into Varus, and I think that it was really bold of Supernova to take the Smolder into Varus. I think very highly of Varus. They wanted to really focus down Roamer champ pool, so... Can I add you on Discord? Because I disabled DMs on Discord unless I have them on friends list. Yeah, go for it, Palace. I'm Cubby XX on, or Cubby X on Discord. So if I saw beat Jenkins to Bombies, where that's really big in the like tank matchup. I really like the hover though from Keel. Like just a good understanding. Like Jenkins could go down here. So Faisal gets plate. And he melts. That's really, really well played by Keel. That's really big for this matchup. That's really, really well done by Keel. I think it's just really good recognition of what's up. Yeah, because like Kenvy's here, but he doesn't show. He leached 6 off the wave, which I'm cool with. That's really nice. That's really nice. Keel is good. I know it's been a weird split for TLC, but Keel for sure is a good player. Hold on. All right, Palace, I've got you. Alright, so Smolder's ulting to clear the wave. That's fine. So we get some grubbies off that for Kenvi. Drake's traded out. No surprise. TL's doing a nice job of getting the Drakes early. Like right now, their soul timer is going to be around 23 minutes, I'd say. You know, add a bonus minute here, so that's good. We have the Hollow Radiance versus Sunfire Cape. This is what the new season tank matchup was made for, guys. We have a new option. Alright, so they found the kill. That's nice. It did require the Kenvi flash, but that's fine. This Array only has 61 stacks. Ouch. That's really low. Smokescreen, high key OP. Kill gets... Oh, I remember watching this. Really nice Q from Faisal. He held it until Lamb's Respite expired so they could chain it. Then Shochi finds the charm. So Faisal's huge. They find Array during this in the bot side. So again, the Smolder's just out of the game. Faisal TP to pick up the wave. Faisal is massive this game. BCS is not going MSI. Did the competitive integrity part happen? Wait, what do you mean by that? I'm not familiar. I'm not up to date. That's really well played by Faisal. Yeah. There's a Reddit thread explaining. I'll check it out after this game. How about that? I'm going to run an ad. I have ads on in my stream now. I'm going to try and control them for you guys so that we don't miss out on review sessions. But I did my taxes today and realized I didn't have ads on, and I can make a little bit more money off that. Oh, it might have. It's just, it runs auto, like, whenever you tune in. I don't know. But if I control when it is, then it doesn't... I'm not controlling it right now. But if I control it, like, they'll wait it out. Get the bag. It's 3 minutes every hour, guys. It's not bad. I looked into it a little bit. We're gonna... Nah. Part of why people tune in here is that the content's good. I don't want to get in the way of that. It's always content first, guys. That's why the internet's great. You can take the man out of it. I mean, Array is just so fucking starved. I mean, props to Spawn and Kimmy this game, but I think that the path from Kenvi versus Keel was a big difference. Good engage, Kim. Well done, Kim. Tuning the hot one thing just to sleep. Being honest, it really is the face, not the content. That's why we got to get a haircut soon here. Shoes. Getting a little moppy up top. Oh, I just saw a match fixing on a monumental scale. That's interesting. Appreciate it, Palace. Yeah, I just have links blocked in case, like, you know, just for whatever reason. I trust you guys, but you never know. It prevents some spam. It was the Game 3 draft from TLC and the DSG series was good. It was really good. Also, so I've been seeing some discussion actually about Lichbane versus Horizon Focus on the Ahri. Second. I'm kind of on the Lichbane train. You get an extra AP ratio. I think it encourages more AP for Ahri. I think the value of Horizon Focus is that sometimes Vision is valuable in the team fight, but I'm going to take the damage on this champ. I think Witchbane is way too good. I mean, that's wild if that's the case. Champs and Viz. Yeah, I'm kind of on Lichbane. That's wild. The Apex, I did see the Apex stuff. That was crazy. The fact that someone hacked accounts and turned on cheats like mid-game, that's crazy. I mean, for me, this game wasn't too interesting on the back half because, like, I think that, like, at this point, like, the TLC comp is, it scales nicely. The Smolder is so far delayed. And so Smolder doesn't come online. It's just, like, not really doable. And the one thing I will say is that Keel's at 3 stacks right now, which is a little bit tough. Like, you really want to be at 4. But spawn being where spawn's at makes this game really tough. Yeah, check out Jake Sucky. He's got some videos. I've never seen it before in esports. Someone hacks the servers and turns on cheats for like people competing like during a grand finals. All right, so I mean the Herald mid was kind of a joke drop. Like again, Supernova is so far behind they can't even go mid. They're just gonna use it to spot people. And they get a couple wards in the back, which is nice. Shochi goes wide here. If I saw at least takes Kim down. Oh, I didn't like that from Shochi. I don't think Shochi should ult here. Oh, he face plants it. Oh, that hurt. I think he's trying to look for Keel. They're going to try and one-shot Keel, but he face planted the first one. And now he's all out. That really hurts. It makes it like pretty much impossible for Supernova. Because now they have no way to break the Hui poke. Because Kim's going to spot Faisal again. The Kim Sakian's health bar here is correct. All he has to do is just make sure that Faisal can't get in. He misses the Q. But Kim hits a 3-manner still. And you see, Array doesn't have Q evolve at the 4th Drake, and it's Ocean Soul now. And he gets yoinked out and one-tapped. Yeah, so everyone melts. Spawn's doing too much damage. Like, one team is a marksman, the other one doesn't right now. So that's Baron. I'm not even going to look at that fight. I just want to see where Smolder's at in this game. And there's a lot of standing gold for TLC too. So like, I mean, this. Oh yeah, I don't mind that fish from Shochi. Actually, I think that one's good. Yeah, I kind of like what Supernova did here. But again, like this game's fucked. We can talk it so defined. 2x for playoffs. It's 188 on Smolder. Ouch. So Smolder's still like, yeah, that hurts. Keel runs down Shochi. Keel Kindred's still very sound. Yeah, Faisal is like kind of down levels now. He's getting chased in the Narnia. I mean, it literally is just like one team has a marksman, the other one doesn't. Should say. And Canvey can't bang people anymore. It's a little bit late in the game for that. Some good defense for that from TLC, so. Yeah, I just didn't love the core that like Supernova built this game. I don't know. I think it's kind of tough to like get on Hui, and I really like the Kindred this game. Like, you feel really good in the Zac, Graves, and you actually play decent defense in the Smolder, as I said. So defined. Making up a good, would be all the time. Alright, so we got Elder. Faisal TP's bot. Supernova has to play through bot, because there's just no way they're going to get mid prio. This TLC was playing through mid. Same formation. Kim's just spotting Faisal. Good coverage here by TL as they have both their, like, they have both flanks covered. And as long as they do that, then Hui is in a really good state. Oh my god, the Hui damage. Holy shnikes. I mean, oh my god, Hui. The Chain of Corruption's even hit there. Oh my god. Wow, Roamer. Roamer had a really nice game. Yeah, the Flash play all. I mean, keep that one in mind for a series we're gonna watch in a little bit here. I'm bad like little kids. Shochiari can't get over the wall. Oh, that feels bad. So again, I mean, this is pretty much game. We're double buffed up. Looking on the Jenkins is a shit ton of people, but Jenkins is 3 levels on Faisal. Roamer's level 18. I really like this draft from TLC. I think the Kinder pick was really, really good on R5. I'm seeing a little bit more R5 jungle in NACL here, and it's been quite interesting. I do think jungle is, like, hands down, still the strongest role that we have in this league. It's just not close. All right, we have Smolder Evolve. But TLC have the real Drake. And that's, like, not even a bad engage. It doesn't matter. Hey! Alright. Congrats, TLC, of course. And then they got the honors of, because they played so